This is episode 2. We're down here in Moccasin Swamp at the Cat Ranch, looking at all the kitties. I'm Eric Strickland. This is the Lowbrow Nation.
This week's episode is brought to you by Yukon's Beard, the beard oil that stops itchy beards. Visit them at yukonsbeard.com and enter coupon code LowbrowNation at checkout. That is Lowbrow Nation, no spaces, for 15% off your entire order. All right, let's start the show.
What up?
Hey, y'all.
How's it going?
It's going well.
Yeah.
It's been like a week.
Yeah, I know. We have a special guest, Eric Strickland, here at the Feline Compound.
Hey, guys.
How you doing, Eric?
Pretty good.
It's good to see you.
Who the hell is Eric Strickland?
Nobody.
Oh, man. It's been a wild week, guys.
It has.
Yeah, it's been a long one.
Super Bowl was yesterday.
Yeah.
We recorded this before the Super Bowl, so we're just going to hope Atlanta Falcons win.
If the Patriots won, they cheated.
Oh, yeah. So Atlanta won, regardless. So, yeah, like Jacob said, we got Mr. Eric Strickland here, country music superstar extraordinaire. Joe Nichols has nothing on this guy.
Who's Joe Nichols?
Exactly.
I tell you what, when you see Joe Nichols, tell him Conway 20 said, nice fucking beard.
Yeah. Does he even have a beard?
No, I don't even know if he does or not, man.
If you Eric has music on iTunes, Google Play,
Amazon, anywhere you can
download
get music at.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
That's music. It's mine. But no, it really is. Anywhere if you want to pick out some tunes or whatever, I got them. It's on Amazon, iTunes, anywhere you can buy music, it's there. Spotify, all that stuff. It's
Awesome.
everywhere.
Oh, it's on Pandora too.
It's on Pandora. I have a Pandora station.
Do you really? Are you on Spotify?
He
Yeah.
just said
You just
Spotify.
said that.
I just said it. So yeah, I wasn't lying.
Are your headphones working?
Sorry.
Jacob does that. People say things that just totally.
Yeah. You got any shows coming up?
Yeah, I don't know where they're at, but I got some shows coming up.
You're playing at Goldsboro Brewworks.
I am. Friday night I'll be at Goldsboro Brewworks in Goldsboro.
207 North John Street.
That's right.
Downtown
I wish I
Goldsboro.
knew the area code because I'd be like, woo, woo, 219 or whatever it is, you know.
It's
You might get the wrong idea of what kind of music you play.
their area code is 919, just like us.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So so what up 919? I'm playing Kelly's Bar in Benson Thursday, and then I'm gonna be over at Goldsboro Brewworks on Friday.
You do anything else in the coming weeks?
Well, every Tuesday I do a Honky Tonk Tuesday like video thing at the house and record those for people to see
Where do they see him at?
on Facebook
Where else?
and Twitter and I guess anywhere. If you put in the hashtag Honky Tonk Tuesday, you should be able to find it.
What's your Twitter handle?
Oh man, I don't know.
It's
He was not prepared for all this shameless plugging.
Yeah, really. I didn't know we were going to talk about me so much.
Eric's Twitter handle was at drinking whiskey.
At drinking whiskey. That's what I was going to say, but you jumped the gun on me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just drinking whiskey the way it's spelled? You got the original?
No, it's not
It's-
drinking.
It's drinking.
Oh.
DRINKIN.
What's your Facebook or your you got Instagram too?
Yeah, I think that's Strick 77. I think it is.
Yeah.
For somebody that's not super in social media, you have a lot of social.
I do, but it's weird because I don't. I'm like terrible. I'm like probably the worst social media person ever because I like have all these pages and sites where you can. I mean, you can go Reverb Nation. I got a page on there where you can look at the calendar and stuff, and I like barely keep up with it.
Do you manage it yourself, or do you have it? Do you like outsource that?
He does now since
No,
I don't do it.
Yeah, I do it now because Jamie quit helping me, so I had to do it on my own. So now it's really kind of slack.
Eric's Instagram is Strick1977
I forgot the 19
because he was born then because he's old.
Yeah,
It does.
Now you
sound
told
like-
everybody how old I am.
It does
Oh,
sound
it's
like
all right.
you need a guy though.
I had a guy, but he got lazy. So
Yeah.
or busy. Maybe he got busy.
With
Got
other
too many
things.
damn projects.
No, his interests change. It happens.
That way,
It does.
that does happen.
I
That's
hope
true.
this one doesn't. I enjoy this.
Yeah, it's fun.
This is pretty cool.
Are you still doing CrossFit?
Yeah, I mean you can't tell by looking at me, but yeah, I go there and get my ass kicked every week.
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
Pretty strong at it. I'm getting stronger. I'm not getting any smaller, but I'm getting stronger. I
Oh,
can pick up heavy stuff.
That's what counts.
Cody's
Yeah.
your trainer.
He is Cody Patrick. He's a badass man.
We did
He
a little
is.
quick live thing on Instagram yesterday, and he was one of the viewers.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, it was pretty neat.
How long have you been doing CrossFit now?
Like 3 years, I think. I think it just came up in like the time hop
Yeah.
thing they have on there. I think it just came up like 3 years ago. It was the first time me and Jamie. Well, Jamie was already going, but I went with him.
It was about 3 months after I started, I guess.
Yeah, something like that.
So Jamie got you into it?
Yeah, sure did.
Changing lives.
Yeah, man. He's my inspiration. I feel like we should play like some real sad like 80s song, like romance,
like-
bromance song while I'm talking to Jamie like that. He's my
Do they have
inspiration.
those?
Can you play Depeche Mode on acoustic?
I wish I could. Right now, I wish I could. I mean, like any other time, I'd be like, hell no. But right now, I wish I could play some Depeche Mode for sure.
Hell no, who's that Depeche Mode?
Yeah. That douche mode.
Douche Mode.
I've known Eric for. I was thinking about this. I was thinking about him in the shower this morning.
He does that.
I've known Eric for over half my life.
Yeah.
And he goes into full douche mode sometimes.
I do.
God,
Like,
I mean, I don't mean to. It just kind of
it
happens.
just happens.
like what kind of douche? Like,
Like angry, mad.
Yeah, I'm just an angry
He
person.
just says
sometimes.
mean things.
Yeah.
You think Eric? Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that
we
side
have-
of the table is the
Yeah,
Eric.
this is the
Yeah.
Eric side of the table.
That's right. Don't forget it.
Yeah.
Well, half
I mean-
of our listeners only know Puckett as Puckett. They don't even know he has a first name. He's like Cher.
When I reference myself, I'm going to reference myself as Eric. So then
Nobody knows who you're
everyone
talking about.
gets really confused. The whole
That's
time.
your code name. It's like Jerry and Randy. You're Eric.
But
Yeah.
I guess everybody has nicknames, but like me going by my last name is really weird to me still.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't like calling myself Puckett.
At least it
I
rolls
get-
off the tongue.
Like in I guess in the past like 4 or 5 years, probably like Strick is caught on with me. People call me Strick a lot.
because it's your Instagram name.
Well, yeah, I guess so. But I mean, that's what they used to call my grandpa that too. So I guess it kind of transferred into me. I
Hereditary.
guess
A
yeah, it's a hereditary nickname. But I'm one of those people that like nobody can remember my name for some reason. Apparently, so like all my life until I started playing music, I had like random nicknames. Like everybody called me something different. Like one group of people would call me Tractor, and one people would call me Cornbread. You know what I mean?
The other group would call him an asshole.
Yeah, that was the Jamie group that called me an asshole. But
That's a
That's
group
an
of
Eric
one.
thing. I'm with you. I actually knew you before I knew Jamie or anybody else.
oh, really?
Because I didn't like know like we weren't bros, you know? But I saw you play at what's the bar in Benson?
The
Stop slamming the
Junction?
table.
The little red place. Is it red?
Little red place. Sure. Yeah.
On Searles Road.
The bar.
Oh yeah, it used to be the Sundown. Used to be the
Yeah,
Sundown
what is it
Saloon.
now?
I don't think it's anything right now.
Oh well, I saw you play there.
Really?
Yeah, long time ago. I was
Was
really
it the Electric Boogaloo?
It might have been. Actually, I kind of wish it was called that now.
Yeah.
That's a pretty awesome name.
I've never walked out of that place sober ever.
Yeah.
And no one has.
That was a long time ago.
The worst for me was like because I used to always end up for some reason playing there on my birthday, and it was like a game with the crowd to see how drunk they could get me. So like I'd play a song and I'd have a tray of shots from like seven random people after every song. So like halfway through a night that would usually take 3 hours, I'm halfway through it and I'm like,
Plastic.
yeah, and I can't hardly talk, much less stand up and play guitar. It's crazy.
I remember one time there. I think it might have been your birthday and your wife's boobs came out.
It did. More than once.
I'm glad she probably is not going to listen to this.
No, I'm gonna make her listen to it now. Since you brought that up.
Oh, Frida.
You'll know when she
Oh,
listens.
yeah,
She'll be
that's
giving you a
right.
call. So
Yeah. She's one of the OGs with the nicknames.
Yeah,
Frida. My wife's Prudence. You know,
Prudence.
She's kind of a prude.
oh,
In a good way. I love her. She wasn't a prude the other night. Talking about, the silent killer radon.
You guys might know what I'm talking about. Have you ever heard of a place called, was it Hickory Island?
Hickory Island.
Is that what it's called?
Is that the one where they buried the gold on it? They're looking for it?
No, it's like a little fucking like weird like redneck compound right off of like the Neuse River, somewhere around the Goldsboro.
I've never heard of it.
Is it Hickory Island? You never heard
Sounds
of that?
fun.
My dad
Yeah.
used to stay there. He had like a fucking trailer, it had a generator.
Like it was like the bayou of Wayne County?
The big redneck
They
commune.
had banjo players and everything.
I figured at least one of you guys would know about it.
This was on television, and I've been to this place like a bunch of times, and I didn't notice till I saw it on television. But there's a place in Beargrass, North Carolina, called Deadwood, and it's like this old west town kind of thing with a restaurant, and used to have bands there and playing on the weekends, and I played there a couple of times. But they were on Doomsday Preppers. That whole place is like a compound. It's pretty much, they got this old west train thing that goes around. It's like for the kids and all that. But no, that's so they can like protect the perimeter and stuff.
Was that one? That was in Beargrass.
Yeah,
I saw that one. I didn't
yeah,
know
that's
where it
that
was.
place Deadwood is.
There's a Western place in Brogdon.
Oh yeah,
Western Town. Have you been
Yeah.
there?
Oh, yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
ever played there?
I did one time. Somebody threw a birthday party over there, and I was actually in the saloon, and played in the old west saloon there.
Oh yeah,
It's pretty cool.
What's the guy's name that built the place?
I don't know his actual name, but it goes by Wild Bill.
Wild Bill, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had some of his. He makes like his own liquor, like apple brandy or
Yeah.
something like that. It's pretty good.
But like he's actually got because he was in like
It's like
Western films.
He was like a stuntman, right?
Well, he was actually played some characters in some like older way back. You know, I think he did some stuntman stuff too. But he actually played some characters in some old Western movies. And if you go to the Western Town, there's actually a one section where you can like put on costumes.
Really?
Yeah, like these old like authentic looking Western
They have
costumes.
like a replica brothel.
Yeah.
Like a weird little museum has like I think like some of Clint Eastwood's like backwoods cigars.
Yeah,
And,
well,
or
he
something
was an extra in at least one Clint Eastwood movie. I know that for sure.
Have you been there, Puckett? Have you ever
I
heard
have
about?
no idea.
Oh, it's pretty cool. We should take you.
Yeah, you should go.
This
man.
is interesting. I didn't think you would be into that kind of.
Well,
thing.
I mean, I just lived in Brogdon my whole life,
Oh,
pretty much.
And there's nothing else to do here, so you really can't help it.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a cool
I
place,
guess
though.
so. Yeah, I didn't even know this place existed. So
Yeah.
Brogdon.
It's 5 minutes down the road.
really,
It's crazy too because
Less.
it's not like full size buildings. Kind of it's kind of scaled, but it would be like they would on a Hollywood set. It doesn't have to be there. It's perspective. It's where you'd hold the lens at. It makes it look like an actual full town.
Yeah.
It's got buildings on either side and like different things like a sheriff's office and police station. Not police. What the hell am I trying to say? Jail. Yeah, there you go. That's a simple little word there. Jail, and then like at the end of it, there's like a church. You know.
It's pretty cool. The bar is actually pretty big, like the tavern
Yeah,
area.
yeah. That's where I played at when I played there for that.
My
guy's
dad
birthday.
used to play there too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He's played there a few times. I always thought it would be cool to like, if I don't know if he would like rent out the place for a night, but to have like a paintball like airsoft war.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
That would be awesome.
Would that not be cool?
I don't know if they.
But you'd have to use pistols. You couldn't use like
airsoft.
you couldn't use the rifles. I mean the like machine gun.
Yeah, you have
airsoft.
to
You had to
get,
use pistols because it's a western town. They didn't
Yeah.
have assault
You gotta
rifles.
stay
Did
in
they?
character.
Just a whole night of, shooting each other.
Yeah, we can paint our faces red. Half of us.
We're gonna get God. We're gonna have to get Jamie like one of those boards with sound effects on it, so he doesn't have to do them with his mouth anymore. Pew pew, America.
That's going to be one of them.
We'll just record him doing random noises, and we'll use those for the sound effects.
That'll work. Yeah.
It's pretty cool because it's right by where the house that Ava Gardner grew up in too. That's in Brogdon.
Yeah,
Ava Gardner's childhood house.
Have you been to the Ava Gardner Museum?
Yeah, I
I
have.
haven't.
I have.
Me neither. I've lived here for forever. I used to go to church in downtown Smithfield.
The Ava Gardner is pretty cool. It's
Yeah.
Interesting factoid. That used to be Belk's.
No, I know that. Yeah.
the Ava Gardner Museum was Belk's.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
used to be a
because
Belk's
it was
way back.
somewhere else. Wasn't the museum somewhere else? They
No, I
moved
don't. I think they didn't like have one at all until they like closed that Belk's down and put it in there. I think. I may be wrong. Though. I don't know.
it's Belk.
No, man, I'm from Johnson County. It's Belk's.
No, I
Come
just
on.
remember
Where do you
somebody.
think I live?
No, it just came to my wife used to work. She was a customer service rep for this company, and she worked in Belk.
Oh yeah.
And I used to call it, because I've
Belk's.
lived here long enough to say that I'm from Johnston County, so I called it Belk's as well, and I got rudely corrected.
My favorite thing is when people tell you like they're going, let's say to Walmart, but it's always to the Walmart.
The Walmart.
It is
You know?
the Walmart.
Where you
It's
going?
the
Oh, we
Walmart.
went down there to the Walmart. You know what I mean?
No, it's the Walmarts.
It's the Walmart.
Walmart's, yeah, yeah. It's poor. We went to both of them.
And
The Walmart sells groceries.
Pumpkin and I went shopping this morning at the Family Dollar.
The Family Dollar.
Yeah.
That place is actually called the Family Dollar, isn't it?
No, I think it's just Family Dollar.
That's just how country we are, man.
Wow.
Yeah, you got to put the in there.
I mean, I'm about half wordless myself, so
I didn't know Belk, or I didn't know it wasn't Belks until right now.
Really?
Yeah, I had no clue.
Boom. You learn all kinds of things here.
How are you wordless? You know over 1,000 songs, like in your head.
Well, that don't count. Those are song lyrics.
And most of those words are like whiskey,
Yeah,
woman.
yeah. No, that's only with like pop country. That's always like creek or baby girl. You know, something like that. Baby girl, get on the blanket at the creek or something like that. That's how you write a country hit nowadays.
We got some beer in the center console.
Yeah,
Driving illegally.
it's always funny to me. Like if you really think about it, like all these, especially pop country songs. They're all about that, right? Gonna get this pretty young thing up in my truck, and we're gonna go have some beer at the creek, and all kinds of magic's gonna happen, right? But if you really think about it, most of these guys singing it are like 30 or 40 years old, and they're talking about taking teenagers down to the pond and getting them drunk and having their way with them. It's like, come on, baby girl, hop in here. I got chocolate covered puppies, you know.
Chocolate covered puppy.
Well, hey, look, wouldn't you want to get in the damn white van with somebody that had chocolate covered puppies just to see what they look like?
I would be suspicious. Like, are we going to eat puppies?
See? Exactly. It works. I'm just saying.
It's not actually.
I wouldn't do that. I'm just saying it works.
It's not actually a big truck. It's a van that says free candy on the side.
I'm asking for a friend.
All of what you said is really true about the pop country.
It is.
Them being 30, 40 something years old,
Yeah.
and they're talking about, 18, 19-year-old.
Taking baby girl down there to the creek and getting her drunk.
Yeah.
And hoping daddy don't find out.
Because you may be your dad.
Yeah.
Or stepdad.
Stepdad, yeah. One day you might be.
Yeah.
Are there any current country artists that you like?
I like Stapleton. I like Chris Stapleton
Chris
a lot.
Stapleton?
He's not, he's current only because people just heard him.
Well, but as far as mainstream goes, he's current. You know?
Justin
Well, I've been
Timberlake.
listening to him for, 10 years? Well, since you turned me on to him
About-
with the Steel Drivers.
7 or 8 years ago, yeah.
Yeah. I like Sturgill Simpson. He's not mainstream, but he's new. Cody Jinks, he's a badass.
I'm on the fence about Cody Jinks.
Have you heard his new cover of "Wish You Were Here"? I'm kind of iffy about like, especially guys that are supposed to be like neo traditional kind of country stuff, about him doing like rock covers. But it's pretty spot on, man. He's got a cover of Pink Floyd's "Wish You Were Here," and it's pretty badass.
What other music do you listen to besides country?
Anything I just like good music.
You just like good music. Is there any genres that you don't listen to?
Pop country, I don't listen to that, but I listen to about any kind of rock and roll. I love rock and roll, especially classic rock. But I'm kind of a musical snob. It's like most of everything I listened to was like 85 and before.
Yeah.
And but then I listen to some rap, but I think every genre of music has kind of corroded into like nothing. Like even with like metal and hardcore stuff like that, you got all these subgenres. So you can't really pick.
Yeah.
If you like one, you can't like the other one because you're
Right.
like a traitor. And then it's all like more shock and awe with that kind of stuff than it is actual music on a lot of it. And then like even like with rap. Okay, now when rap was first come out, because I remember I'm old enough I can remember when rap was first like cool. It was like literally it was like black man's country music, because country music was these white guys talking about
White
stuff
guy
they
shit,
did,
yeah.
white guy shit. You know what I mean? Stuff they did. It was made for these guys that were working all week and going into the bar on Friday night and trying to drink away all the shit they did all week. And rap, when it first came out, it was black guys talking about serious stuff they were frustrated with in their lives.
Yeah.
And now it's all about how much Cristal and shit they got. You know what I mean? Like I got some Hennessy and I got a mink coat on. That's
Coat
that don't
on.
mean
Mint coat on?
a mink coat on.
Oh, I thought you said.
No, I don't have any mint coat on. I got mint flavored codeine up my truck.
Tylenol 3, bitch.
Mix that promethazine in that Alpine fucking whatever. Anyway,
The Alpine whatever is probably my favorite.
who are your like as far as rap? Who are your guys?
Jacob's a rap guy.
I was listening to. I know it sounds completely off the wall for anybody that knows me, because I sing like old school country music, and like Haggard and Jones and Johnny Cash, and even the stuff I write sounds old school. But like when I listened to rap in the, I guess it was 80s maybe.
Yeah.
I guess late 70s, 80s, something like that. Anyway, when I was listening to like NWA and the Ghetto Boys, and I mean it was like really
Yeah.
lowbrow stuff. You know?
Ding.
But no, really, I mean, it wasn't like the commercial stuff then either. It was stuff that like when they first started having to put the parental advisory stickers on albums.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's the stuff I was listening to. But it seemed to. I've always been like that. Anything that said a little more, that had a little more content to it, I always like listening to that a little better.
Eric is a hipster from way back.
Yeah, man, I'm like the first one.
Yeah.
I was a hipster when hipster wasn't cool.
See?
That's the most hipster thing you could say.
That's the most hipster thing I've ever heard in my lifetime.
I swear to God, my dad's a hipster.
Really?
Yeah, my dad's favorite beer is PBR. Mm-hmm. He wears fedoras, suspenders, and he was doing all this before it was cool.
No. PBR is not good beer. Like I don't.
It's
care.
not. I
It's his
can raise
favorite.
my
Yeah, it is
It's
gross.
I
right
agree.
hand to God. The PBR is bad. Like when they when Pabst won the Blue Ribbon, it was back before people had good beer. I'm just telling you.
The Blue Ribbon was an award?
Yeah.
I thought it was just their name.
No. That's why they called it that, because they won like some way back when they first started. They won some Blue Ribbon for having this great beer, and it's Pabst Blue Ribbon.
That's before people learned about brewing beer. Apparently,
That was probably about the same time they were making gin in bathtubs.
Yeah.
Didn't Pabst at some
Smooch.
point change their like recipe though? Maybe they were better back in the day
Maybe.
because they were bought out by some German company.
Well, Germans make pretty good beer, though. So, I mean, it looks like
Yeah.
they wouldn't hurt it a whole lot.
That would
No.
make no sense, being that PBR is so American.
I swear
Yeah.
to God, they're not. It's not made in
American.
America anymore.
if,
I've
if
heard
PBR is a
Fact check it.
representation of this country,
One of my
need
favorite
to
beers
work
to
on
order
things.
when I go to a bar, one of my favorite beers to order is and I'm not going to say it right now, is a Yingling.
Yeah.
What's the
Yingling.
proper way to say
Yingling.
it?
That's right.
Yingling.
That's
America,
right. Okay.
America's
'Cause
the oldest beer.
It's America's. So if you go there and order it like you're from Johnston County, it's fun. So you go tell them you want a Yangling. You got him there, Yanglings.
Listen, I drink a lot of beer, and one of my favorite porters, you can't get it. The only place in North Carolina
My
to get
favorite
it.
porter is Jacob.
Oh,
There it is.
See what I did there?
one of my favorite porters is Yingling Porter, and you can only get it in North Carolina. The only place in North Carolina to get it is in Nashville.
Oh yeah.
I mean, go figure. But
You used to be able to get it around here though.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah,
I've
it's the red
seen-
label, right?
I just feel like
Yeah.
I've seen it.
yeah,
Yeah, I've seen it.
yeah.
What's the other ones? What other ones?
They have a black and tan.
they have a black and tan. They have a Yingling Light, which is actually I like it better than the regular Yingling.
Yeah, no, the better what?
I like it better.
Yangling.
Yangling.
Yeah, it's the best way to say it. And you'll
There's
say it
a-
right.
There's another one. Food Line out by the house has it, and I don't remember what it is. Pabst Blue Ribbon's website is funny. It says we're 173 years old. Are you at least 21 years old?
Because we want to touch you. I mean, what's it going with there? Are you legal?
We're writing a country song.
Oh, nice segue, man.
PBR was established in Milwaukee in 1844.
I don't. Yeah, I've heard they weren't being brewed in America anymore.
All right, I'm googling it. We'll get back to it.
He's hitting the Google button on his internet machine.
I just feel like in 173 years, you couldn't make your beer taste any better.
Yeah,
You had a lot
it's
of
just
time.
cheap.
Why
man.
they
It's-
want a blue ribbon, man.
People like it because it's for blue collar people. It's a very inexpensive beer. I mean,
So is
imagine
Milwaukee's best, but it tastes like crap too.
Yeah.
Or Miller High Life. That stuff, actually, I like that. The champagne of beers.
Yeah, the champagne of beers. That's right.
Jesus.
That's the first beer I ever had.
Let me tell you a beer I really enjoyed. To be a like bottled beer was, and you can't get it around here either. But Lone Star beer from Texas. It's good beer.
That's
really
what
good beer.
Matthew McConaughey was drinking in True Detective.
I love
Yeah,
Matthew McConaughey.
yeah, it's good beer.
Yeah,
My favorite beer is Newcastle.
it's okay.
In my travels, I guess you'd call it. But and so like other than North Carolina, Natural Light's not like a thing. Natural Light beer is not like a big thing at all. You know?
Really?
I mean, like around here, it's like
It's huge.
yeah, it's huge. You know, but like literally, I've been in bars in like Nashville, Tennessee, and somebody would order, "Hey, can I get a Natural Light?" And the bartender would literally say, "We only serve premium beer here."
It'd be like when I was in New Jersey and ordered a tea, a sweet
Yeah.
tea.
Yeah.
So
Talked
I have
about
like
that
a
last
natural, like, what?
Yeah, I was actually in. I think I was in Pennsylvania, and I was at a Friendly's restaurant, and
The hell is that?
It's like
so
a gas
it's kinda-
station, right? Like
no,
a
it's
Sheetz?
it's kind of like I guess you compare it to like a Denny's maybe.
Yeah, they have them everywhere.
Yeah,
Up there.
But I knew the odds of me getting a sweet tea was like slim, you know. But I said, "Do y'all have sweet tea?" And they said, "Sure." I was like, "Yeah." finally, been up here for like 2 weeks, and I get a sweet tea, and they brought me this raspberry thing. I was like, what is that? Why'd you put fruit in my tea? That's nasty.
The only fruit I want in my tea is lemon.
Bitch.
The first time I ever traveled, like out of the state for work, I went to Texas, and I was in the hotel, and it was the morning, and I was at the hotel and going to get breakfast or whatever, and the lady came up to my table and she said, "What would you like to drink?" And I said, "Tea." Like, I don't need to say sweet tea.
We're in
Yeah,
Texas.
I mean,
it's
tea. No,
it's a given.
in Texas they do not have sweet tea.
Really?
And it's sun, like most of the time
It's called sun tea. Yeah.
Sun tea, yeah. So PBR in 2010, the Metropolis, I think I said that right. Metropolis family acquires Pabst, and PBR today, well, as of 2014, they remain American owned and operated.
Okay, I was wrong.
Yeah, but Metropolis is a made-up town.
No,
Yes,
they're not a
Superman
made up
town.
family though.
Oh, okay. I see what you're
It's
saying.
Superman beer.
Yeah. Maybe that's why you had to be Superman to like it.
Hey man, is it a coincidence that Superman's colors are red, white, and blue?
Thank you. And a little yellow.
Oh yeah. Well, beer's
There you go.
yellowish. That's funny.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Like a streetcar hooker.
So Eric, how long have
So
moving on? How long have you been playing music?
Forever, it feels like. I probably started playing guitar when I was like 17. I mean, I had one before then, but I didn't really start playing until I was like 15, 16, 17, somewhere in there. And then I never really sang in front of people until this is a random story. I was in 10th grade, 11th grade, something like that, and we were in algebra class. And the song Indian Outlaw had just come out, right? This is how long ago this was, right? The Indian Outlaw song had just come out. And somebody in class was singing it just at their desk, and they couldn't remember the words to it. I knew them, so I started singing it. And then
a legend
somebody
was born.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. Because like somebody was like, "Oh, cool, sing the whole thing." So I sang the whole thing. Then like every day at the end of algebra class, they'd stop class for like 10 minutes and I'd sing. And that's when I realized, hey, I can sing in front of people. It's okay. So there you go.
Hey man, that's kind of cool. It's not really random because he asked you where you started.
Did
so
you?
Yeah.
Did
Well, I
you
mean, I butted in kind of, squirrel,
We're used to it.
I know.
I'm on this.
whenever you first started trying to take music seriously, did you do solo or did you start out with a band?
I actually, I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm old,
That time
But,
was fuzzy.
Yeah. But no, I started playing by myself. I didn't do shows and stuff, but I started playing
with yourself.
I started playing with myself a lot, and then I got back to the music pretty serious. And but no, I was like still I was trying to write songs, and if I could find those like first songs I wrote, they're really like teenage cheesy. My girlfriend broke my heart and shit. I'm sure they're terrible, but I was trying to write songs even then. But then Jamie was in the first real band I was in.
Yep.
Kind of just I don't even remember how it happened. It just happened. We just 4 or 5 of us ended up being in the same place at the same time when we just started playing.
Yeah,
we played a lot of Skinner back then.
We played a lot of Skinner that not a lot of people hear.
Oh yeah. So yeah, so I guess I to answer your question, I taught myself how to play guitar, and then I started playing in a band.
So bands were your first shows were as a band.
Yeah. First, and that, and I had done some like showcase things where like you'll go up and there'll be like a house band and you'll sing a song on a showcase show.
There was this tape, not a CD. There was this tape that was out. I guess you were probably what 18,
Yeah, I think
17.
so.
Did you win a karaoke thing or one of the
No,
showcase things?
it was like you remember the show Star Search used to be on television way back. It was like a fake one of those. It was like at a hotel lobby. I'm not even lying. It was at a hotel lobby, but like it was this contest, and you get up there and you sing. And most of us did it with karaoke tracks because I didn't have a band or anything at the time. And like if you won, this really made me proud right to start with when I first started. Because if you won, you get like this, I don't know, $3,500 recording session in Knoxville at this place, and then the prizes went down as you did it. But it was based on like audience applause and stuff like that. So like pretty much whoever brought the most amount of family won. So I didn't win because I only brought like 3 people with me. But then the guy that was like put it on. That was like the head of it. Called me over there when I got up there to sign something. He was like, "Man, you're good." He said, "Go ahead," and he gave me like this $3,500 recording session for nothing. For winning. I mean, not even winning. He just like, "You need to go out there and do this." So I did. I went there with karaoke tracks and recorded a demo, but it was all like like cover songs. Obviously it was karaoke tracks. So
Mailman by George Strait was on there.
Yeah, and God, I can't even remember what was on there.
Black Walking in My Shoes or whatever it is.
Put Yourself in My Shoes. That one was on there.
That was the only two I remember.
There was a Hank Jr. song on there, a Hank Williams song on there.
Jesus, that was a long time ago.
It was, man.
Then
I was young then too.
We used to go to karaoke at Joe's.
I was young and I had so many stars in my eyes, man. I was gonna be famous, man. I mean, I was gonna be.
You're pretty famous.
I'm gonna be big time. Then when I got to the show last week and my name was out front in magic marker, I knew I'd finally made it.
We used to go to Rabbi Joe's in Smithfield, and he used to do karaoke. And
can I tell the story? Can I tell the story about this story?
When almost every time we went anywhere, we played somewhere, we would always end up at.
No, that's a different story.
That's a
different story. You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, we went to go eat.
Not that one. That's a different one with the
with it, man.
With the deaf people.
Let's hear it.
We got two deaf people stories. How many people do you know got two deaf people stories?
I have a deaf
Okay, the one he's talking
story.
about, we every time we play somewhere, especially because we usually end up pretty drunk afterwards.
Yeah.
But we'd go somewhere that stayed open all night and eat. Well,
This place in Selma, it's not there anymore.
Yeah, it's not there anymore. We get there, we're all eating, carrying on. And I'm kind of too drunk to notice it. But one of the other guys is like, "What the hell is wrong with these people over here?" Right?
He's in prison now.
Yeah, he's in prison now. This guy we're talking about, but he's like, "What the hell is wrong with these people? There's like flies over there." There's a whole table full of deaf people doing sign language. And he thought they were swatting flies.
Dumbass, dude, dumbass.
Okay, now this is the worst one. Now we were at that place. He's talking about Ribeye Joe's at karaoke one night.
Oh shit, I remember.
You remember
this?
this one? This is bad, man. Like, and we were in there having a good time. Everybody's partying, singing, And you know how karaoke works. People that can't sing. So everybody's laughing at people that can't sing.
And apparently people that can't hear sing.
Yes, so there's this deaf girl. And she gets up there and starts, and she's like literally got her hand on the thing to feel the vibrations to try to sing along with the words she's looking at and the vibrations she's feeling. And it sounds really bad, but she's deaf. You mean, give her some credit. She's trying, Well, her family over there, you could have heard a pin drop in the room other than her singing because everybody was like, wow, look at this, And her family over there sobbing, crying. Well, the guy that played drums with us at the time is pretty smashed. So he hollers out in the middle of this beautiful rendition of this deaf girl singing thing, since everybody's sobbing and crying, he hollers out, "You fucking suck!" So, I mean, immediately I was like, all right, get your shit up. We got to go. Get out of here. Man, that was after I don't embarrass easily, but I was embarrassed. I was like 3 shades of red. I was like, we got to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, it was bad. And
asshole.
The two assholes we're talking about definitely crossed paths at one point.
Oh,
in our
yeah, wow.
career. That was a terrible situation.
We got stories for days.
For days. Well, Eric's also an award-winning singer.
Are you?
You've won some awards.
Yeah, I won.
You've won a few.
A few. I've been nominated for a lot. I won a couple.
Yep.
But I got I think it was 2 years ago. I won the Carolina Music Awards Male Vocalist of the Year or whatever, And then I've been nominated for the Ameripolitan Awards out in Austin, Texas. I've been nominated for. But the band I was with at the time, the B-sides, we were nominated for Outlaw Band of the Year like 2 or 3 times in a row.
Yeah,
it was pretty cool. We went out there and I love Texas. Texas is cool.
Didn't you get something a long time ago called the Trailblazer Award or something?
It did. It was a small time award thing, but it was in Nashville, and it's probably my first time going to Nashville. And I don't even know how I got nominated, but I won. It was the King Eagle Music Awards, and I got nominated for Trailblazer. I won Trailblazer Artist and some other award that was just like a nomination I got for it. I can't remember what that one was.
Actually, you and our old drummer went there.
Yeah,
for that.
Yeah. The Deaf Whisperer.
Your nicknames are way better than the ones we call you.
Yeah. That was some. We did a lot of crazy stuff. Actually.
Yeah, I did a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah, you did.
I think it's funny now because I barely drink or anything when I'm playing anymore because I really take it seriously now as like when I was younger and should have taken it seriously. It was more like perpetuating the next party.
It took you long enough, Grandpa.
Yeah, really. So, but now I'm like pretty serious with it. So I barely drink anything while I'm playing anymore. And usually I'd get like just blistered every time. If I had my guitar around my neck, I usually had my shirt off and I was drunk.
Sounds like Randy.
It does. It
Just
does.
put the shirt on your head.
Yep.
Eric has his tattoo, and I remember when he got it. It was the shit when he got it. I don't even think I was old enough to get tattooed. I think I was 16 or 17.
Is it?
I don't have it anymore.
Yeah, I know. I covered it up.
You did.
But it was a flaming treble clef,
Yeah.
and he didn't get it
right
finished yet. He had to go back and get the color filled in.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was Warlocks, wasn't it?
No, it was Crazy Cats.
Oh,
And
Doug?
Clayton.
No, when it was in Clayton.
Was
yeah.
it the guy or the girl?
A guy did it, I think.
It was Doug.
Wasn't Crazy Cats beside
Right beside you.
Yeah, and where it was now like an insurance place, right?
It hasn't been that long since it's been gone.
It's been a good while because he actually got out of tattooing and was building.
But didn't he own one in like Selma or somewhere too?
Yeah, but that was ill conceived
Yeah.
because it's illegal in Selma, or not zoned, whatever. But he quit. He got out of tattooing, and then he started building armored cars or something. That TV show Monster Garage with Jesse James, he was on there.
Yeah. Really?
No
Yeah.
shit.
I remember when I got my first tattoo there at Crazy Cats.
The
When-
dragon?
No,
The
I got-
kanji.
No, neither. This is the little piece of tribal that looks like an upside down spade.
Where's that at?
Well,
It's on my arm.
who did your first tattoo, Jamie?
Me.
That's right.
Oh, the finger one, right?
That's
No.
on my chest. I was
Bass clef on his chest.
16. Yeah, I was 16. I procured some India ink from the art teacher.
Yeah.
Well, from the art teacher's room. I don't think it actually came from the art teacher, but the guy gave it to me. Not the teacher. Somebody else gave it to me in a camera roll bottle. It was bad.
What
It
did
was
you
just a
What did you
poking-
use to
poking
poke
stick.
yourself with?
A little needle wrapped with some thread wrapped around a
Like
guitar
a sewing
pick.
needle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Did you cover it up?
No, actually, it was in the process of getting covered up in like a skull's eye, and that was the one part that he didn't fill in. So I have a bass clef and an empty eye socket
It's awesome.
on my fucking chest. So much just.
Now I gotta
bad
ask this
stuff.
now because you're talking about this. Because I was thinking this about myself when I was fixing to ask this. Do y'all get jealous of other artists that do really good work?
Yeah. Sometimes.
It depends.
Not jealous of them getting the business, just jealous of their talent, really.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Because if they're
I get at that with other musicians.
Yeah.
I like watching videos. Somebody local on
Yeah.
Facebook or something like that, and I'm like, God, he fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I don't like that guy. Because he's good. You know what I mean?
But I try to channel that into like, well, I want to be like that. So I try to use it constructively.
I use it the same way. I try
Yeah.
to better myself. I'm like, look what this guy's doing. He's doing really good. Maybe I need to do some of this stuff.
I feel like tattooing is one of those careers where it's still really old school in the fact of how you get into it, because now
Yeah.
I feel like in society, like, everything's about who you know, not what you know. Mm-hmm. And tattooing, you really start out with nothing. You have no idea how to do it, and you really have
Yeah.
to. It doesn't matter who you know.
No,
because
yeah.
If you put a crap tattoo on somebody,
Just there.
it's there,
Yeah.
and
It's not like, being a chef, like trying to get into like culinary stuff, because
Mm-hmm.
if you fuck up like someone's spaghetti, they don't have to live with that spaghetti for the rest of their life.
yeah. I mean, you guys can't go to college and just
You're not messing with my spaghetti. I'm just saying, I'm a fat guy. Don't mess with my spaghetti.
Can we cover up the spaghetti?
I used to. I don't so much get jealous of anybody anymore. I don't. It's
That's
one of
because
those.
you're so good. You have no room for jealousy.
No.
right?
I look at it as a constructive, like, hey, I'd like to try that, or hey, I know that's not ever coming from me.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
But it makes me happy, like Drew, and Jacob too. I'm so proud of both of them, and I feel like they've come a long way. But then again, we also know people that were at a certain level, and they're not there anymore. They're not.
Yeah.
They just lost their shit.
Yeah, on the bottom end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a craft you always have to be building.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Once you get comfortable, you might as well quit.
I was taught the one of the one things that I really remember from my apprenticeship was the guy told me, if you ever quit learning, just quit,
Yeah.
because it's ever gone.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he quit.
Maybe.
Oh, is that who you apprentice under?
Yeah. We're done with that.
Interesting.
I did post on Facebook just a while ago. If anyone has questions, they can hop on and ask us. We'll try to answer them. Nobody has done it yet, though.
Well, it's not like they're sitting listening to this.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I have a question about the topic
that's
that
funny
you're
that
on.
you did that. You're like, ask questions, and they don't know that you were talking about. Hey, maybe they'll ask.
Well,
let's wait and see.
That goes for anyone listening to this.
Let's wait and see if they call.
We have a caller on line 1.
I would be down to go live. We could go live with Eric. He's a good guest.
Yeah, I'm down to go live.
with.
If anyone has any questions, shoot us an email at lowbrownation@gmail.com. We'll try to answer it online or hit us on Facebook, or anywhere really.
Can you message on Podbean?
I don't know. You can leave comments. Leave comments on our Podbean. Tell us
for
how
sure.
good or not good we're doing. Constructive criticism is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
He takes liberties sometimes, and I'm good with it.
Yeah.
That's your
Yeah.
job.
Who's Liberty and where'd you take her?
Apparently, she's gone.
So I couldn't resist it. It was a
Down to the
little
lake.
one-line singer down to the lake with some beer and a blanket.
Can I make a little sidebar real quick?
Yeah.
I want. What's the dirtiest joke you know, Eric?
The dirtiest joke I know?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Let me think. Oh, man, you can put me on the spot now. I don't know how to think of one.
Cue the Jeopardy double, whatever.
I don't know if this is the dirtiest joke I know, but I always really, really like this joke. So I'm going to tell this joke, okay? Mm-hmm. There's these two old people, and they had been married before. They were both widows, right? But they met each other, and they decided they were going to hook up, and be together. But they were going to save themselves till they got married, So they get married, and they head off to their honeymoon. They get to the hotel. The old man goes in the bathroom and starts getting undressed with a the old lady goes in and gets naked and gets under the blanket, right? And when he comes out of the bathroom, he's standing there naked. And so she starts moving the sheets down real slow, When she gets down to her waist, she says, I need to warn you, I have acute angina. He said, I hope so. You got the ugliest titties I've ever seen.
Y'all are good at that. I don't know jokes. I'm not good at jokes.
The jokes. Yeah, I always script the punchline.
I know like a million, but I can't never think I'm going to need to,
What's angina?
Angina's like a heart problem.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The jokes aren't as funny when I have to explain them.
That's why I waited. That's why I waited after the laughter.
Once it died and everybody enjoyed it. So we're gonna have to segue. So Eric, you play country. We were talking before we started. That's all you do is play music now.
Yeah, I used to work for a living, and that got bored. So I was like, screw this. And but no, really, I used to do construction work. So all I ever really did was different kinds of about every kind of construction you could think of. But
He
then
built my deck.
like
He built my deck.
Yeah, I built
It
his
looks
deck.
really good.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I don't know, it was like 8 or 10 years ago, the market fell out and it was like no work, and so I was like, well, I'll just play music all the time, and then I've kind of done that ever since then, and just try to make ends meet the best I could. Luckily, my wife works, so
So is that pretty scary to kind of go out on your own? And I mean,
Yeah.
I'm like you, so I these guys pretty much work for themselves. I work for the man. I get a paycheck every week.
yeah.
So I can't imagine, like, for instance, we do this podcast. Right now, I couldn't imagine quitting my job to
do this full
be
time?
on the internet full time. That's really scary. Like, I like getting a paycheck every week. That's
Yeah.
my security. So that had to be pretty
When I
scary.
spent a long time with people, other people saying, man, you need to, this music thing's fun and all that, but you need to get a job and you need to get a real job. But like now, I pay my bills,
Yeah.
But I had to, people don't consider it a job. And it's, I guess in like standard speaking, it's not a job; it's more of a hustle, But I get out there and I work for it, It's not like I'm just living in the lap of luxury because I have a guitar and I can sing a little.
Yeah.
I got to get out and hustle. I got to get the bookings. I got to be able to play 3 hours at a time and not play the same song twice. That kind of thing,
But we talked about this earlier too. Over 1,000 songs or thousands of songs.
Probably, I'd hate to have to sit down and count them because I could probably not recall them now while I'm trying to count them up. But that's what we were saying. Like especially when you're doing solo shows and you don't have any other music to take up time, like guitar leads and piano and drums and all this stuff to take up some time space. So a 3-minute song turns into a 1.5-minute song whenever you're just doing the song part and you're getting out of it. So I may do 300 songs any night, any random night, just because that's how long how many songs it takes to do that show.
You just wait till next time I see you. I'm going to do some research.
Do you think what percentage of what you play at something like that is original material and as opposed to covers?
What I'd say it's probably 60-40 maybe.
Mostly covers?
Mostly covers. And that's because, I have quite a bit of original material, but not enough for, 3 or 4 hours
You don't have
straight.
to keep people's attention, or
Well, no, just not. I just don't have that many songs written that would occupy. I hadn't written 300 songs.
how many
so.
albums do you have?
I got 4. Yeah, 4. That, 3 are actually out where you can purchase it online. But I did one in 2007 that I never really officially released.
Was it solo or was it with the B-sides?
The first one was solo.
Yeah.
And I just hired in musicians to play on the record. But then the other 3 were with the B-sides.
I talked to him the other day about actually trying to get that one on iTunes somehow.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and almost re-record it and
There's some
master it and all that stuff.
It's actually called Drinking Whiskey. That's where Drinking Whiskey.
Yeah,
came from.
that's the first album I had, Drinking Whiskey on.
There's a lot of good songs.
But I'm
on
actually
that.
working on a. I'm thinking because now I'm not. I let the B-sides last year, and I was working on putting another band together, but it really just didn't kind of materialize. So I started booking myself solo, and being that I'm doing that, I'm kind of going in the studio now and doing an acoustic album of. I hate it to call it a greatest hits because that's cheesy, but it kind of is. I like the 4 albums that I got. I picked 3 songs off of each album that I like the most, and I'm re-recording them with just me and the guitar. And I'm going to put that out. So it'll kind of rehash. The ones that it's more or less the most requested songs whenever I play live. The most requested songs from those 4 albums is the ones I put on this album. And in the process of doing that, I'm also working on a new album. So I'm actually trying to put out 4 albums this year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Are you
busy
still
year.
Are you still with the B-sides?
No, I'm not with them anymore.
No, since when?
He literally just said that.
I don't listen a month ago or no.
I swear to God, did he say that?
Yeah.
But
Sorry.
I let them. It's been 8 months ago or something like that.
They're still a thing, though, right?
Yeah, they're still playing. They're still my best friends. I love those guys.
Who's fronting it now?
Bill Am, the guy that was the bass player. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And Jimmy sings a lot more now, but they still got Jerry Matchgill playing guitar, and they got BJ Barber on the steel, so they're still a good band. They're really good.
Yeah.
I would go see them. They're usually playing the same nights I am, so I don't get a chance to. But I would go see them if I wasn't busy.
Jerry's a good friend of the Hardy Boys,
Yeah,
right?
with Jeff, I believe it is.
Jeff, yeah.
Jeff Hardy, the crazy one that flies through the air a lot. That's the one he's friends with.
I
Not the
met
fat
Jeff
one.
Hardy one time. He complimented me on my Pantera T-shirt.
Awesome.
I was 13. I was so excited.
That's awesome. You have some arm sleeves?
Fishnet arm sleeves.
Yeah.
Neon fishnet arm sleeve. But Jerry told me one time he was over at his house hanging out with him, and he's got a ring. Actual at his house that he,
At the compound, they call it. Yeah.
that he practices on. Well, I think they were over there just cutting up, and Jerry's like, man, because Jeff's not a big dude, you know what I mean? And he was like, man, you can't hurt me and stuff like that. So he got in there and let Jeff body slam him. He said, that shit hurts, for real.
Yeah, it does.
You can go wrestling fake all you want to. You got to be able to take a blow. He said, that shit hurts.
I grew up in a wrestling ring, so I know it hurts.
It's got to be rough to grow up in a wrestling ring.
Yeah, it rained a lot.
Where'd you go to the bathroom?
If it got too
In the corner. Duh.
The turnbuckle.
In the turnbuckle.
But doing that, growing up around it, and being involved in it when I was a kid, you learn stuff. It may be choreographed, but it still hurts.
Oh yeah, they're still athletes.
Shit, my brother was wrestling, and he dislocated his shoulder, and he had to quit. He couldn't move it anymore. It does. It hurts.
I had some random dude come up to me. We were on the way back from Nashville one time, and we stopped at a Hardee's or something. And I had some dude come up and give me a card for his wrestling organization. Wanted to know if I wanted to wrestle. I'm kind of big guy, So
Yeah.
He's like, have you ever thought about wrestling? I was like, no. So he's like, well, here's my card, man. If you ever, I was like, I'm not from around here. He said, well, if you ever decide you want to do this, I don't remember what I did with it. I don't have it anymore, I'm sure. But wrestling, there's a difference between wrestling and wrestling.
Oh yeah, wrestling is in high school.
Yeah, wrestling
And
is
the Olympics.
professional.
Wrestling.
Wrestling is professional. That's just like naked and naked. There's a difference between naked and naked. You know what the difference is?
What?
When you're naked, you don't have any clothes on. Mm-hmm. When you're naked, you don't have any clothes on, and you're up to something.
Yeah. I like getting naked.
That's right.
I've learned a lot today.
Yeah, me too.
Well, that's what I'm here for, man. It's a learning experience for all of us.
It really is.
I'm good with it. I enjoy it. I enjoy Eric.
He does.
I do. Like I said, there's a lot of people that's listening that knows. Like, I'm lucky enough to have two best friends. Eric's one of them. Big John's the other. When my dad passed away, Eric was on one side of me sleeping on the ICU waiting room floor, and my wife was on the other. So, I mean, that dude over there's been there for me through a lot of stuff, and that was pretty funny at my dad's funeral. Eric told me and my mom both.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah,
I
got them off to the side.
Yeah.
Now, how informal is that to get two people that are grieving off to the side so you can have a serious conversation with them about something? But I told them, don't look at me while I'm singing, because I knew they were going to be crying. I was like, I'm not going to be able to make it through this song if y'all are upset.
Well, yeah, it wasn't like
so. What happened?
Eric and my dad were really close too. So. Yeah.
But what happened? Both of them stared me down the whole time I was singing. So I'm like, looking around the room as hard as I can, trying not to make eye contact.
Yeah,
it was rough.
It was. Now it's funny.
Yeah.
But he's one of my favorite people, so I'm glad we can have him here.
This is fun, man.
You got to come back again.
Oh yeah, of course.
How do you feel about? Okay, so you've been on regular radio. I've heard your name mentioned on radio stations.
Why? Yes, I have.
How do you feel about that compared to that? Because here you're not filtered or anything.
Yeah, and this is a lot better to me. It's laid back. I mean, it's not. I feel like when you do it on the radio, it's like live, and it's like you have to watch what you're saying more. Mm-hmm. It's almost like I'm scared the whole time that I'm going to either cuss or offend somebody or say something really stupid, you know. Mm-hmm. Or have that moment where you go, I can't think of anything, you know?
Which all four are valid.
We edit
probabilities
those
with him.
out.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, and this is, like, I've always been like this. I've always been, my whole life I've been, as Jamie knows, I've been this way my whole life. Look, I had a best friend for a long time. Not a best friend, but a really close friend. His cross-dressing name was Jackie. And he just hung around all the time. One of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. I'd get the shirt off my back for him today, you know. But it was never.
Like that.
But it was never like, it never was a question. It didn't ever come up. Like, are you hanging out with this gay person? I mean, this is Jackie. This is my friend. You know, if you don't like it, shut up.
Yeah.
Go away. You know.
Yeah, we had a friend that used to come up to the old shop, and she was transgender.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I ran into her at a bar one night. And I was just hanging out talking to her, and then she went to go to the bathroom, and some dude came up to me and was like, "No," he's like, "Dude, don't, man. Like that's not really a girl." And I'm like, "Dude, fuck off, man. What is your problem?"
Yeah, man.
That shit's so fucking stupid.
Yeah,
that's pointless.
It's dumb. Like, there's enough hate.
Yeah.
Don't perpetuate
There's enough people that deserve it to hate out there that you ain't got to hate like normal people, you know?
Yeah.
The actual haters really mess up us just making jokes and laughing about stuff. Because then we get kind of thrown in the circle. I do.
As we've said,
frequently I get thrown in the circle of you hate everybody. I really don't.
Eric hates kids. Puckett hates kids.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
Eric.
I got 3 of them. I mean, I don't like them, but I mean, they're my kids. I love them.
Hey, keep them away from me.
We've said it many times that us here at the Lowbrow Nation podcast are not PC, but we don't hate anybody.
No, we don't. But we're gonna make jokes. And
well,
you know,
I'm like,
this is a good way to example it. I'm like, kind of like, not to say I'm like him or anything, but like Larry the Cable Guy, he offends everybody on purpose. You know what I mean? But he can cover it up by saying, "Lord, I apologize" afterwards, and it makes it okay because everybody laughs. You know what I mean?
I think
that's real life, because you can make jokes about things because things are funny all over.
Yeah.
Everything, even bad stuff, is funny if you make fun of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's okay as long as you just. I mean, if you're really just being just an asshole and being offensive to people just because you're an asshole, then you're an asshole.
Yeah.
I think if anyone should be offended by Larry the Cable Guy, it should be rednecks, because he's
from Ohio or something.
yeah,
he's not
it's
even.
a fake accent. The whole
Yeah.
persona
yeah,
is
it's
fake.
just a big bit.
Yeah.
What's his name? I can't remember his real name.
Dan Whitman.
It's not Larry the Cable Guy?
No, it's Dan Whitman.
Dan Whitman.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he like I would say he.
Look, he's explaining it to me like I really thought his name was Larry the Cable Guy. You're saying his last name is not the Cable Guy.
Listen, man, I don't know how. I don't know how far your stuff travels. You grew up in Four Oaks.
That's true.
But actually, you know what? I'm going to take back part of what I just said. We hate, Jacob and I don't hate anybody, but we found out last week that Puckett hates Prius drivers.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's an Eric thing. I don't like him either.
Yeah. See,
All right.
I'm not the only one.
God.
So if you're out there right now listening
Asshole
to me
Erics.
talk right now in your Prius, I don't like you. So just to put that out there. So if I guess I lied. So I said before that I don't really dislike anybody. That's not true.
What if your wife got a Prius?
I hear that divorce is pretty easy to get through. I told her when we were trying to buy our car. She kept joking about it like it was funny. Well, I'm going to get a Prius. I'm like, no, you're not.
Let me tell you, this was funny to me. Gary Brady, that used to play in the B-Sides with me.
He was at the
He was at Brewworks last week.
Yeah.
This has been a while back. He's actually lost like a ton of weight. He looks really great, really healthy now. He looks really good. But back when he was big, he was really big. And he was talking about
over 200 pounds he's lost, I believe.
At one time, he was talking about getting a what do they call it? Not a smart car. Maybe that's what it was. It was like one of those little teeny
Like
tiny
a Fiat?
a
little smart car.
Smart car, yeah. He was talking about getting those. I was like, dude, please. I mean, buy one because he was like huge. So I was like, I want to see you drive up to a show in this little
Look.
in this Matchbox car.
He would look like Donkey Kong in Mario Kart.
Yeah.
yeah, really.
When I was my biggest, no, I don't even think I was my biggest at this point, but I tried on a smart car.
Tried it on.
Yeah.
Tried it on
Like
a
I
shirt.
would have to, like literally, that's not an understatement.
No, it's
I
not.
would literally have to try it on like I do a shirt. I would have to pick it up and try to get myself in
Yeah.
it.
That's exactly what happened. I got in the seat. The shifter was a manual. The shifter was underneath my right leg at that point. Like,
Wow.
that's how tiny this thing is. I would love to have one. I
couldn't do
like
it.
small cars.
That's
so.
crazy. I would have to roll down both windows just to make room for my knees.
I tried a Miata on, too.
So like if I was going to do that, I'd have to buy a smart car so it'd be good for the environment, and then buy a Hummer to haul it in.
I've only had one smart car experience.
Yeah? What was that?
I told you this story before. I was driving to West Palm Beach, Florida. I was on the phone with you when this happened. I
Oh,
was
yeah,
driving to
yeah.
West Palm Beach, Florida. I drive a Tacoma. I was in my truck, just going down 95. I was doing like 80 miles an hour. I'm talking to Jamie on the phone, talking and driving. And all of a sudden, like I'm in the middle lane. All of a sudden, like on the right, here comes this Prius and like blows by me. And then on the left, here comes this smart car. And it infuriated me.
And the only thing I could do at that point was call him a pussy.
Yeah.
You let both of them pass you, man.
Well,
Come on.
I looked down my speedometer and I honestly thought for a second, I was like, is my truck broke?
Did I stop somewhere?
Yeah, like what the hell just happened here?
My speedometer broke.
No, if I get passed by some kind of like Prius or
Well, I said
anything
I'm
highway-
like this slowest driver ever. I drive like a grandpa. I always have.
Me too.
Yeah.
I don't get. I'm not in a hurry to get anywhere.
Eric and Jacob drive very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it always is like amazing to me. Like even when I am doing like the speed limit, which most of the time I'm not, I'm like going under. But even when I'm doing it, like even I'm going over, like if I'm traveling, like gotta get somewhere in a hurry. I'm traveling and I'm doing 5 or 6 over the speed limit or whatever, and then this car will come flying by me doing like 90, just booking it. I'm like, where are you going that you're in that big a hurry?
Yeah.
Like you should have left like an hour earlier if you're in that. If you're gonna be that late, you should have left a while ago. You know
It
what I
was
mean?
probably me passing you.
Probably
Because I drive like an asshole.
you do.
I drive slow on back roads.
I don't.
He doesn't drive slow any ever.
No, if I'm like just driving around, like if it's Sunday, like me and Randy, we used to do this. We go ride around on Sundays. Just
I believe
everywhere.
it.
We go everywhere. It'd be like 55. We'd be doing 40. Like
Yeah, man.
we'd be talking about everything and riding down the road and just.
So I'm that guy that people on like 40 beep at, like, "God, you're going slow. Get out of the way." That's me. But I leave in plenty of time. I ain't got to get in a hurry.
I do not.
I'm
do
really
that.
laid back anyway, so I don't get in a hurry for anything.
That's my problem. I'm too laid back, and then all of a sudden I'm in a hurry.
Never really would call you pegged you as laid backs.
Really?
No,
All right. Well, maybe I'm not.
Late.
no, you're not.
That's a good
Late.
Late, yeah, definitely. We could call you that.
Yeah, everybody does. I'm okay with that.
Jamie time.
Jamie Town.
I used to be late all the time, and then I got
A real
in
job?
a relationship with my wife when we started dating.
I've actually made my wife late.
No,
Like, she's a late person.
My
now.
wife is literally 15 minutes early for everything.
I made her late twice, and then we had 2 kids.
Oh,
Oh.
Back to the jokes.
They're not a joke. They're pretty cool.
wow!
Wow, make me I hate you.
Thanks for calling my kids a joke, man.
Well, I don't like them, so just kidding.
Jamie didn't like my kids till he had kids.
Oh, my God. I will never live that down.
Never.
Oh, man. Eric and
He's
Amanda.
like, come hang out, man. I was like, man, I mean, it's like 10 o'clock on a Thursday. I got kids. He's like, damn kids.
Yeah.
Then he has kids, and he's like, no, I can't go do anything, man.
No shit. at the time he's talking about this, I was joking.
He wasn't.
I was joking. And they had just had their first kid together. And no shit, 3 weeks later, Amanda's like, "You're gonna end up pregnant, and you're gonna know what's going on."
Yeah.
And then we found out we were having Abby, like that quickly. Your wife jinxed me.
I've heard that the moment you conceive a child, you know.
The woman knows. They say
I
that.
knew.
Yeah, like you bust a nut and you're like, yeah, I got you.
Jesus! All right.
You just jumped right out there with that, didn't you?
You're like, that's a boy. You know?
That's a boy.
I know the exact moment Jay was.
You knew it, right?
Yeah.
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 I've heard that.
It was weird.
I never had that moment where I was like, yeah, I just got her pregnant. But I have had that moment like, oh, shit, did I just get her pregnant? The question was there, you know.
There's been moments where I've said that if your tubes won't tie, you would be pregnant. Oh, man.
But, you know, like, we're all like older than that now, but
The life of
you
dads.
never know. You've never known fear until you're a 16 or 17-year-old boy, and you're not real sure if you knocked your girlfriend up or not. That's scary shit,
That's
man.
the worst.
Yeah,
It is
Yeah,
scary.
it is. I mean, you don't know scared until you're like, especially if she's got a big dad. You know what I mean? Like, shit, he's
man.
gonna find out. He's gonna kick my ass all over this place. Then I'm gonna have a kid on top of it. I'm gonna have to marry this girl. I didn't really like her that much. You know what I mean? I just wanted to get some.
But then you make that mistake all over again a few months
Oh
later.
yeah.
All
Like,
of that is 100%
then,
true.
Then you try to convince yourself, oh, I must be like, you know, sterile or something. I can do all I want to. I can't have kids.
Or you try to be like, having a kid won't be so bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good joke there.
And then you have celebratory sex, and then you actually do get her pregnant.
Yeah. Like I didn't knock you up. I just did.
I've always been so scared that I was going to get, like, just beforehand. So I never had that after moment. Just before, I've always just been terrified of having a child, like, when I wasn't ready. So I think that's how I succeeded, because I live my life in fear of things that may happen to
You
me.
live scared, man.
Yeah.
Live scared.
Like, I have this continuous fear that I'm just going to, like, wind up poor and living on the street. So I go to work and work really hard so that doesn't happen to me.
So your future children don't live on the streets. They're probably going to
Yeah, whatever.
I'm kicking them out anyway, so.
Yeah.
If you have enough of them, one of them is going to be successful.
They're going to come out.
Yeah, that's like the,
That statement is the problem with America.
the law of percentages, I guess would be. You know, you have enough kids, one of them's gonna be a good one.
I've turned more and more into my father every day. It
He
shines
has.
through, and I'm proud of it. So whatever.
Hey, man.
Some
Should be.
people don't like it and can't handle my truth, but
I mean, your dad's your dad.
it's me.
Yeah.
Eric, have you had fun today?
I've had a blast, man.
Oh,
You
good.
had to have me back for sure.
Yeah.
Dude, you got to
Yeah,
come
we had
back.
a good time.
Yeah.
Like all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, so-
Facebook is building an audience for us.
Oh.
We're going to have Erica send us off playing a song, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are. Here in a minute, Taylor Swift song.
We're, hey,
I've been working on this T-Swizzle song for a while now.
Here's some Tay
so we went Facebook Live for just a little bit so we can get Eric singing. Also, we wanted to mention our social media stuff. Facebook, you can search us by the Lowbrow Nation on Facebook. Twitter is at Lowbrow Nation. Instagram is at Lowbrow Nation. And our email is lowbrownation@gmail.com. Send us messages. Hit us up on there. Please follow us.
Tell your friends.
Tell everybody.
Your family.
Also, I'd like to mention again, yukonsbeard.com. If you buy stuff from them, 15% off if you put Lowbrow Nation, no spaces, in the coupon code location in the checkout. Yeah, we're going to let Eric sing us a ditty going out.
Yeah.
Special little song here for you.
Yeah.
It's called "I'm Bad for You," and everybody just be something little extra special with
Yeah,
it.
you know what else is bad for you? Radon. So make sure you keep your windows open at night. Cause radon is the silent killer.
I pick an old guitar, I drive an old pickup truck. I may not be no cowboy, but there's one thing sure enough, I'm bad for you. Everybody sing.
Let's all sing with him.
I'm bad for you. Yeah, I'm a stick in the grass, a hole in the wall. You think you love me, but all in all, I'm bad for you. Well, you should listen to your mama, your sister, and your daddy too. And they may not know everything, but sometimes they tell the truth. I'm bad for you.
bad for you. Yeah, I'm a smooth talking devil, I'm a son of a gun. Spent half of my life living on the run. I'm bad for you. Now I ain't out to hurt you, break your heart and let you down, but I can't be no